Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm here with Lexus getting to take a look at the all-new 8th generation 2026 Lexus ES350. This is the hybrid premium all-wheel drive. It's finished off in wavelength, and with the convenience, the comfort, and the premium paint, MSRP is just over $54,000. This model is also slightly larger than the previous ES model, and we have a lot to go over. So we'll start off with what this hybrid is powered by, which is the 2.5 liter inline 4-cylinder. It is also paired to the 6th generation hybrid system along with the eCVT transmission. Combined, it pumps out 244 horsepower, 173 pound-feet of torque from the engine alone, and with the rear motor that generates 54 horsepower and 91 pound-feet of torque. This also has a combined 44 miles per gallon, and it can do 0 to 60 in just over 7 seconds. Now up front, you'll notice a big distinction between this and the full EV model. There's actually a cutout in the upper section of the bumper. There's also a sensor for distance pacing. There's parking sensors as well. This still retains the iconic DRL strip with a mimicking strip in the lower section for the turn signal. There's also a separate housing for the headlights and high beams, along with some gloss black. Really neat integration between this section here, and then there's also the lines, the sculpted lines here coming down the hood to give it a really nice look. Those are the spinal design, and you'll notice too this still has that bullnose design, which is new for some of the Lexus models. Now there's also some plastic for the lower section of the bumper. It works its way to the side skirts. This also has the standard 19-inch wheels with a two-tone design. There's power folding side mirrors, which have the turn signal in them, and then gloss black for the window trim and the standard moonroof up top. You'll also notice more gloss black going through both of the doors to give it a neat side design. And this also has the new aerodynamic style door handles, which is a first for the ES here. You'll notice too it has a really nice sculpted rear end here with the rear glass coming to the trunk lid to blend that in very nicely. There's also the LED bar in the back with Lexus spelled out. Turn signals are mounted in the lower section. There's the backup camera and parking sensors as well. And then you can use the control on the key fob or the release underneath to gain access to the power trunk. Now for this ES, you do have a little bit of storage under the floor. There's also some tie downs. Battery access is on this passenger side, so that's really easy to get through. And you have a cutout there to get into the back seats. So they do not fold down in order to give you a little bit more comfort and less road noise. And then you have the control to easily close that trunk. Now, as we work our way to the interior, you can also lock the vehicle as well from all 4 doors. And this has one of 3 interior colors. This is white, and you can also pair whatever exterior color and interior color that suits you best. Now, this has some storage in the lower section. There's the window control, lock and unlock. You have your electronic release, pull it twice for the manual release if needed. This model also has the premium 10-speaker audio sound system. And you'll notice 2 color-matched seat belts, which is really neat. Now at 5'10", since this is a little bit longer than the previous ES, you have a lot of space. Even being all-wheel drive, this bulge here isn't the largest, so that makes it great for more space. Now you have storage pockets, you have auxiliaries along with vents there, and I have about 1.5 inches or so of headroom. Now right in the middle, you have a massive armrest with storage and cup holders, so those will pop out, and you have a locking door to gain access to your trunk space. And then with those small cargo windows there, that gives you some better overall visibility. Now up front, you have your window controls, your mirror adjustments, some more storage down below, Lexus on the door sill, and then the power operating front seats. And we have a lot of tech to go over for this latest ES. This has the leather trimmed steering wheel. This also has the Nulux leather trimmed seats, which are really nice. And then you have a power operating steering wheel, so you can go through all those adjustments. Paddle shifters are on both sides, and then very nice controls to go over your cruise control settings, and then volume tuning in the digital gauge cluster here. So if I go left or right, you can actually pull up separate screens here, depending on the information that you would like to see. Now within all of these screens, you can also adjust information on this left side. So you can go through quite a lot of daily driving information, the level of the battery, TPMS. You even have a few different settings that you can get into. So you have a few here for your vehicle, and then some general settings that you can set up and monitor as well. So it has a good bit of information, very user-friendly and easy to scroll through. Now this also has memory seating adjustments. There's a dimmer switch for the gauges, fuel cap, trunk release, hood release. You get one air vent, more of the soft touch material surrounding that gauge cluster, and then the all-new infotainment system. Now I made a complete separate video deep diving into this system if you want to see it in greater details. But you have the home screen here, which you can also customize as well. So you can drag and drop information depending on where you would like to see it and have that laid out, which is nice. You can easily get into navigation, your music, phone, and then there's various settings to get into as well. So you can go through all of those as needed, including the standard drive recorder, which I talked about in that full video. Now you also have a shortcut to get into Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, the brightness for the screen. You can get into a lot of driving assistance aids and turn those on and off, which is nice. And then in the lower section, you have fan speed, along with temperature dials, heated and ventilated seats for this model, along with the heated steering wheel, and you have actual buttons down below for your temperature. So those are very nice to use. Volumes in the middle, there's some defrosters as well. And then vents, you get wireless charging with auxiliaries and storage, 2 cup holders. This is how you put it into reverse. This model only has the backup camera, but you have those sensors, of course. You can put it into sport mode to use those paddles. There's the e-brake, auto hold, traction control, and then a full EV mode. So you can use that when needed. And then you can open up the center armrest 2 different ways, where you have some auxiliaries. There's a locking glove box, and then garage door buttons and dome lights, along with controls for both that sunshade and sunroof. And then here's a look at visibility, where you have a lot of glass. So it's very easy to see over both shoulders. And in the manual setting, using the paddle shifters, here we go. That's definitely got a good bit of get up to it for what we can do today. And the paddles are pretty large on both sides. So it's nice that it gives you somewhat of a sporty feel, even though this isn't an F Sport, you have those as needed. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the latest ES350. I have the navigation on just so you can see how that is being used right now on both the infotainment and the gauge cluster. So you don't have to have it on both, but you can pick which one you would like. Depending on if you want to view it, your passenger wants to view some information, you can go through those as I showed earlier. But definitely a nice vehicle to be in and very comfortable and quiet. Even with a big truck going uphill, so he was on the accelerator there, you didn't really hear it much. It handles well. So coming around these turns here, it's not a sports car, obviously, but you could take this on some back roads. You could take this on a trip. Pretty much go on any road you want, even a bumpy road like this, and it's absorbing all of these bumps very well. So I like for the fact you can feel them slightly as you would expect, but it's a forgiving suspension. There's no suspension options, so it's nice that it's a very nice driving vehicle. Plenty of visibility as well, and the seating position is really nice. So if you're looking for a luxury-focused sedan, this ES is a great new model. You have EV options to go with as well, and just a really nice layout for this luxury-style sedan with plenty of space. So that is going to wrap it up for the 2026 Lexus ES350h. Once again, huge shout out to Lexus for inviting me out to this event. Take a look at the rest of the ES content that we are filming at this event. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.